Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Natalie, and it was our
The
first
first time watching
watching
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolts. I didn't think we were going to say that together, but okay.
That's crazy. It was both of our times.
Anyway, so the synopsis. Ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, and John Walker embarked on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts. Stars of the movie. You have it pulled up? Who's in this movie?
We have Florence Pugh
Mm-hmm.
as Yelena.
Mm-hmm.
We have Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have Julia Louise
Dreyfus.
Louise Dreyfus.
Yep.
As Valentina.
Lover.
We have Lewis Pullman as Bob or Robert. We have David Harbour as Red Guardian or Alexi. Mm-hmm. We have Wyatt Russell as John Walker. We have Hannah John Kamen as Ava. Do you remember who Ava was?
Well, I was just thinking that I think that was
Ghost.
but it wasn't. That was Mel, was the assistant. Who's Ava the ghost?
The one that would disappear and come back.
She wasn't called she was Ghost, not the ghost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was thinking like a ghost. Good.
I'll try to do Mel. I want to mess it up real bad because I didn't have practice. Geraldine Viswanathan.
Sure. Was Mel the assistant?
Yeah, that was Mel. Then we have Olga.
Where is it? Olga Kurilenko. Sure.
Kirilenko.
Sure.
Olga Kirilenko.
As the mom.
Antonia. No, not as mom. As Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Uh-huh. From.
Oh, okay. Well, that name didn't sound familiar, so.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Those are the stars.
There you go.
Okay.
Obviously, I watched a lot of Seinfeld.
Yep.
So I knew who she was. Valentina. I knew who she was, but okay, so I have only watched, out of all of these backstories, I have only watched Black Widow. So
you watched Captain America for Bucky.
No, I didn't. We watched like a 5-minute thing, didn't we?
Well, we watched.
Or did we watch a movie and I was not paying attention?
Or I watched a movie and we weren't paying attention.
I didn't care about it. I'm not a Captain America girly. So yeah, that didn't count. So Florence Pugh, of course I've heard of her because she's like a big star, apparently. I don't know. I've heard of her. But the only thing that I've ever seen her in is in this role. So those are the only two people that I knew who they were. Mm-hmm. Did you know who everyone was?
Yeah. Fun fact. Lewis Pullman.
Yeah.
He was in Top Gun Maverick. You want to know the character that he played?
Bob.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, he played Team Bob's.
That's fine. Guess that's why they thought that he would be good for the role.
Yeah.
They were like,
he actually wanted it changed because he just played a Bob.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's based on a comic book, so they can't just change the names, right?
They probably could have, like the nickname.
Maybe.
Or just went straight to Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Rob
Zombie.
Uh-huh. Some fun facts that you might not know. John Walker was actually supposed to be written in as a bad guy. The knockoff Captain America.
Okay.
He was supposed to be manipulated by Valentina into like doing these bad things while giving him more and more super soldier serum.
Oh wow.
Basically causing him to Hulk out and be like the climax of the movie. But because of the new Captain America movie that came out, where she just had the Red Hulk in it, they didn't want to do a second Hulk out
Yeah,
movie.
that would have been a lot.
Yeah, so they ended up changing it.
I liked his character arc anyway. From beginning to be like all angry and to actually being part of the team. I liked that anyway.
Another part that was cut was that Taskmaster was supposed to be struggling with memory loss, and every time she would go through like these phases of memory loss, she would attack John Walker specifically. And just
Well,
like throughout the movie, just keep on attacking him.
that would have been great because they just killed her in the beginning. Like, that was so stupid.
I think they just wanted to get away from her because not many people liked her.
I liked her.
Or like this rendition of Task. Well, you don't know who Taskmaster is in the comics, but
No.
they didn't really do a good job
Oh.
at portraying Taskmaster.
Well, I liked her in the movie. So.
Originally, Disney denied Florence Pugh from jumping off the building at the beginning of the movie because it was too dangerous of a stunt. For one of the main actors because she actually jumped off.
Yeah, I know she did that.
But after like full convincing for Disney, they convinced the insurance to be like, okay, you can do it.
That's cool. I thought she did a really good job. I liked her.
And she jumped off the second tallest building in the world.
Good for her.
It made $76 million opening weekend.
How much was the budget?
I didn't look that one up.
I'm assuming the budget was more than 76 million because that was.
Yeah,
the movie looked really good.
Sure.
Yeah,
but it's also just opening weekend. I'm sure it made more as of now.
Yeah.
Bucky, I know you wouldn't catch it, but Bucky used the same weapon in that little chase scene with the motorcycle to like blow up the other cars, and Winter Soldier to go after Nick Fury. So that was a cool little thing.
Well, that kind of makes it less cool then, right?
Why?
Because he did it twice.
It's kind of just like a throwback, like a Easter egg type thing. Because
Sure.
he had the weapon as the Winter Soldier when it was being mind controlled. Well, I haven't seen it until I think now. So it's a cool little Easter egg, kind of like to signify that he was here.
Okay.
Big Easter egg that we don't really need to talk about. The Avengers Tower is where like a bunch of the fighting takes place. That's just Avengers Tower. That's where the first Avengers took place.
And she kept the bar, apparently.
Yep.
The bar was there before.
Yeah, the bar was a big scene in the Avengers movie because Tony went there and kind of antagonized Loki a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like for the final fight. And like the final bit took place there.
Okay. Did I watch the first Avengers all the way through?
Yes. That was one why I made you watch it. Like Captain America's shield in the movies is made out of vibranium, which is like a really strong metal. But because it's like a rare resource, not much is used for vibranium. So John Walker's shield isn't made of the same material because he had Captain America's shield at some point, then it got taken away. Then it given to Sam Wilson, or I guess Sam Wilson took it away because it was technically passed down to him.
Okay.
And he gave it away. But it's just a shield that's probably made out of like a strong titanium alloy or like a ballistic metal.
Paco.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that would have happened to.
It might have.
Really?
Because Thanos was able to break
Oh.
the shield in Endgame.
I want to be your Endgame.
So he might have just been able to like mess it up. I don't know if it would have bent, but.
Okay. Is that your last fun fact?
Yep.
All right. You ready to get into our review of the movie?
You go ahead.
I loved it. I loved it. Black Widow, I loved it. This movie, I loved it. Yelena is my homegirl. I love her. I love seeing her interact with Alexei. In Black Widow, she was saying, like, she thought they were her real parents. Like, this was real to her. So, from her learning that they weren't her real parents and that it was all like a whole scheme. That's a lot to unpack, and for her to come back and still want to have a relationship at the end was really sweet. And Alexei is adorable as her father. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell that he really loves both of them.
The big doof.
Yeah, he's so silly. I really love their relationship. Yeah, I liked it. It was like humorous. It was really funny, and it
What
wasn't.
was it?
Well, it still was funny though. Like it was so heartwarming, and it was so, some parts were really sad, but like there was still some humor. There was a good balance of it. It didn't just feel like a superhero, things blowing up, annoying, boring action movie. Like I hate those kinds of movies, and I feel like some of the other Marvel movies are like that, where it's like it's just stuff blowing up and I don't care. This, I cared about the people in it. I'm a big like I want to care about the characters. I don't care about blowing up. I want to care about the characters, and I feel like they did a really good job on the characters in this movie. Um I don't like that like Taskmaster was in like all of the branding and she died within like 5 minutes. I
Believe it or not.
don't like that.
That's what Marvel does. They throw you off. Because
Don't like that.
even in trailers, and like that, when they're in Avengers Tower fighting Sentry,
Uh-huh.
in the trailers, she's also there.
I don't like that.
So it's just a misdirect.
I don't like it. I didn't like that at all.
So if Taskmaster was your favorite character in the whole series,
I even like,
then
are
we're
you
sorry.
kidding me? I didn't like that. I thought she should have been in more, especially because like she had such a bad relationship with Black Widow. I think it would have been really cool to have her and Yelena get together and be friendly, and have
Yeah.
more of a backstory of Taskmaster, because I didn't see much of her. I just saw that she was the bad guy's daughter that got blown up by Black Widow.
Yeah, but Yelena didn't really have any connection with Taskmaster. It's Natasha who had.
Yeah, but still. I would have liked to see more of her backstory, definitely, and more about her. Black Widow was the only movie I remember seeing part of this whole MCU. But I didn't feel like I was missing much. I could understand. They did a lot of backstory almost and like kind of hints to let you know who everybody was.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was confused about was when Bucky Barnes was first on the screen and someone like put a microphone in his face. They didn't say who he was or anything, and he just started rambling, and I'm like, what? And
Again, that's information that was already put into place. So he was a congressman.
that was the only part of the movie that I didn't quite get, and that's just because I watched only one movie. If I watched the other movies, obviously I would have known who he was. And they kind of explained it later anyway.
Yeah.
Another thing that I didn't really understand was who Valentina was and why she was on trial. Like from the very beginning, she was cast as a bad person of this movie.
Head of CIA, I believe.
Yeah, I did not know that. But
Well,
then,
also said it in the movie.
if you had seen the other movies, you probably would have known that anyway.
To be fair, I don't know if I knew until the movie.
Well, there you go. Kind of back on the Black Widow Valentina thing. The only time that I had seen Valentina before this movie was the end credit of Black Widow, which I hated that scene. Because at the end of the movie, she was on a plane. She was alive. So how come in the end credit scene, she was dead? Riddle me that.
Well, believe it or not, time skipped
That's stupid.
past Avengers Endgame.
That's stupid.
So, not if you watch Avengers Endgame.
No, that's stupid.
Because this movie also came out after Endgame.
Black Widow was after Endgame?
Yes. So she was already dead after the
This
game came
is
out.
stupid. It's all stupid. No. That end credit had no business being there. No business. Anyway. So that was the only time I saw Valentina anyway. But I did love the end credit scenes of this movie. I thought they were really, really good. It set up the Fantastic Four, but also making sense of the movie and context. And I loved the scene where Alexi was like showing the Wheaties box and trying to make the lady buy it, and then she like picked it up and then like put it down. That
Kinda
was
ran away.
really cute.
Huh?
Yeah. I thought those were really good. I love Alexi. He's such a cutie pie.
Yeah. Well, we also see a conflict starting between the Thunderbolts New Avengers and the Sam Wilson's New Avengers. You wouldn't
Nope.
know,
Nope.
but that's the Falcon to Captain America. That's like the actual Captain America now. That'll be his team. And you in the show and the movie, kind of Bucky and Sam are going like teaming up. So it'd be cool to see how their friendship goes on from there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good movie. What is your thoughts on the movie?
I really liked it. I liked how it went to like the whole depression realm,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a different step that we haven't seen before, and all the points that you hit on.
What a
It
great
kind of felt,
conversation
yeah.
with.
Well, you already said all the stuff, so I'm not gonna say it again. Also, it kind of felt like a Black Widow 2 kind of movie because it was mainly them really carrying the movie. Yelena and Red Guardian.
Yeah. I do like that it wasn't called Black Widow 2, though.
Yeah, New Avengers.
I like that it was called this instead because, like, I feel like, I don't know, I like a new rebrand. I think it would have been boring. I wouldn't have been probably as excited if it was.
I don't think anyone would have been excited.
No. So calling it Thunderbolts, the new Avengers, like, ooh.
I also don't know the excitement level because looking at this cast of like heroes, they're not huge. Just like they don't have a lot of like name pool
Uh-huh.
to get like attention.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like up in the air to see like how it did and all that.
I thought it was fantastic. I really like this here.
Uh-huh.
I like this a lot. Thought they were great. Show and tell. What do you have?
Oh, I don't have anything.
What do you have?
How did that get there?
Oh my god.
I just have a Captain America shield.
Where's your popcorn bucket?
It's in my room.
You dumb bitch.
Clearly it's not here. Where was I gonna hide it?
Go get your popcorn bucket.
Can you go get it? Because I'm stuck here.
Oh my god. Life is so hard.
Oh my god.
God.
Magically, mystically, I also got a popcorn bucket. It's a little obnoxious,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a popcorn bucket /
Oh, look,
cup.
that pail.
Have
That's crazy.
you checked that before?
No. I don't think it was like that before. But it's like a popcorn bucket / drink in the same thing.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool.
So what would you rate this movie out of 5 stars?
5 stars, no notes.
I would say it was like a 4, 4.5.
Really? That low?
Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't. I think Endgame is probably like my 5.
Okay.
So it's a little bit below that.
I liked it. I thought it was great. There was no lull or anything in the movie. There was no spot where I was like wandering off and thinking of something else, which a lot of movies that include superheroes, I'm not really paying attention from beginning to end. I gotta be honest. And then this movie, girl was locked in.
Also, biggest shock of my life, whenever Alexi saved the girl from the boulder falling, and then she disappeared. Crazy.
That was wild.
That added some genuine shock.
That was so crazy.
Also, hearing the pain in his voice when he thought he lost another daughter, whenever Yelena disappeared,
Yeah,
was also really
very sweet.
pulling on the heartstrings.
Yeah, this was a very heartwarming movie in general. I thought it was incredible. I hope there's more of them together
Huh.
in the future. They're fantastic together,
Adventures of Yelena and Red Guardian.
honestly.
Well, that was this episode of First Watch.
Yes. We are still looking for recommendations. If there's any movie that you really want to hear us talk about, let us know. We'll probably do one on the new Lilo and Stitch because we're going to watch that this weekend. And probably the Fantastic Four movie that comes out next month we'll probably do. Or is that July?
That's July.
Okay, so we'll do that in 2 months. So look out for that. I'm most likely going to do a bonus feature on Dreamgirls. Look out for that. I'm very excited to watch that. I'll probably, most of the bonus features that I'm doing at this point in the near future will be musicals.
Uh-huh.
But I do think I'm going to watch, I need to check to see Jane Austen Ruined My Life. That's going to be in AMC, and I am going to watch that. So whenever I watch that, I have no idea. If I have enough of an opinion on it, I'll do a bonus feature on it. Do you have any bonus features that you want to do coming up?
Not lined up yet.
No? Okay.
No.
And we bought a bunch of DVDs, so we might do some like throwbacks
Uh-huh.
of, maybe not so, well, the first episode wasn't a new movie either, but,
Yeah.
Some of these episodes might be
A little further back, not new releases.
right, but movies that like you probably should see.
Yeah.
So we'll do more of those. Like and subscribe and rate and all of the things. Subscribe to you on Twitch.
Yep.
What's your Twitch?
Twitch.tv at Apollo Plays Live.
Apollo Plays Live. And there's a video of this on my YouTube channel, Natalie Jordan. The VOD goes up on my YouTube channel, and then we also have the audio podcast on most audio streaming services like Apple and Spotify and Amazon. Oh my god.
I thought you silenced your phone.
I did silence my phone. I didn't silence my watch. I'm Inspector Gadget. Anyway.
One gadget.
Two.
Two gadgets.
Yeah. All of the things. Find us on everything. If you want to see cute puppies, follow my TikTok at NattyPattyX3. Because we got some cute puppies over there. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at our next showing.
See you guys.